4 years after fire destroyed portions of the old Parliament House opposite the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum in Accra, the building is being pulled down. The demolition of the building will pave the way for a new one to be constructed at a cost of 15 million cedis. The amount is part of the budgetary allocation of over 37 million Ghana cedis approved by Parliament for the implementation of the activities and programs of the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice (CHRAJ). Simon Ghana Limited, the firm undertaking the demolition, began the exercise Sunday. A visit showed the place barricaded with a notice for passers-by to stay away from possible danger. The building was constructed in the early 1950s and was one of Ghana's historical landmarks. The old Parliament House, which housed the Citizens Vetting Committee, the Judgment Debt Commission, the CHRAJ and the Economic and Organized Crime Office (EOCO), caught fire in December 2013 and had parts of it destroyed, making it unsafe for people to occupy. An attempt to find out more about the demolition exercise proved futile, as no official was willing to disclose information concerning the pulling down of the building. Here is a history of the building, which is situated exactly opposite the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum in Accra. The old Parliament House was used by the Gold Coast Legislative Assembly from 1951 when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah became leader of government business under British colonial rule. Now, it continued to accommodate Ghana's legislators from the era of Kwame Nkrumah till 1981 when the PNDC ousted the government of Dr. Hilary Mandas, the PNP. It housed officers of the erstwhile Committee of the Defense of the Revolution under the PNDC, which was headed by the late Colonel Asise, assisted by stalwarts such as Dan Akodapi and Kweku Ban Owusu. Now, the structure also hosted members of parliament from the First Republic through the Second to the Third Republic, and also important personalities from across the world. Aside this, on the day of the country's political independence on March 6, 1957, the government invited functionaries, including the Duchess of Kent and the Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Harold Macmillan, to grace the occasion at the old Parliament House. Also, it was used by the Second Republican Parliament to conduct its activities until the Constitution was suspended and Parliament abolished by a military coup organized by the National Redemption Council on January 13, 1957, led by Colonel Ignatius Kutu Echampon. Now, during the revolutionary days, which spanned the last day of 1981 to January 6, 1993, the place served as the national headquarters of the CDRS, a political offshoot of the government, which helped local authorities and chiefs to manage communities across the country. Also, it was used for the National Reconciliation hearings and the Ghana at 50 Commission hearings, and the sole commissioner on judgment debt had his hearings there as well. So why was it relocated? Now, as years went by, we realized that there was an increase in number of MPs, so we needed a bigger space to cater for all of them, and that's where we constructed the new Parliament House opposite the Conference Center. Now, the edifice houses the office of the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice until it was pulled down. MP for Dakulu, Kwame Abuja, says he is petitioning the Speaker on this illegal action.
If CHRAJ, which is supposed to supervise guide us in terms of administrative justice, in terms of government, did not even get permit from AMA, who are the people who are supposed to give permit, as I'm told, and they went ahead with the demolition, I think that they have already committed injustice. What kind of justice can they deliver if they cannot protect even the heritage of this country? So if they refuse to hit to the core of this country, that site must necessarily be protected. Look at the opposite side of that site. That is where our first president is resting. I am sure if Dr. Nkrumah could wake up, he could have told those people demolition to stop it, because you are denigrating the image of this country.
Reports indicate that CHRAJ did not acquire the necessary permit to carry out the demolition, but CHRAJ boss Joseph Whittal is quoted as saying the demolition was necessary because it had become a danger to commission workers.